Because we've been talking a lot about finding yourself over the last several weeks, I want to offer you a couple of ways to practice mindfulness, because mindfulness is scientifically proven to benefit you in a number of different ways. So some ways are medical, some ways are emotional, and one of the benefits is an ability to kind of draw from within you the things that are important to you, what you want to pursue, who you truly are, unaltered, I guess, by what society might put on you. And so I want to give you 3 ways to practice that this week. So the first is a simple one that you can do kind of wherever you are when you are eating. It sounds kind of silly to bring in eating because that doesn't sound like yoga, but mindfulness is a part of yoga. And so what I mean by that is that both draw you to participate in what's happening in the present moment. Sometimes our minds get distracted and we are thinking into the future or thinking of the past. And one way that mindfulness helps is keeps us in the present. And that's what we focus on in yoga. So when you're eating, next time you have a snack or a meal, slow the pace down. You can count the number of chews that it takes for a certain type of food. Notice how it feels. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it squishy? Is it crunchy? All of those different sensations that you might experience eating food. All of that brings you into the present moment, noticing what's going on specifically in your mouth at that point in time. Other practices like in yoga, we might focus on what you're feeling in your body. So try that and tell me how that impacts you. Does it feel strange to slow down what you're eating? I know it would for me because I feel like I inhale my food with the kids around. They are so speedy that you just have to inhale everything. So it will be a good practice for me to try this week too. So bringing us into more parts of our body, find yourself a bolster or a pillow, and we're going to do some body scanning, which we do a lot more in a yoga practice since we're not usually eating during yoga. I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but bring yourself up to the bolster and scoot your low back up against it, and then recline down. You could do this flat on the mat too if you prefer. Close your eyes and settle into your space. And then start to scan your body from head to toe. When you do that, you're looking for areas of tension that you can release. Maybe moving your jaw a little or turning your head from side to side. Noticing where you're unintentionally gripping or clenching, and just allowing everything to release. As you breathe deeply, feel your belly rise and your rib cage expand. Notice each touch point of your body to the mat or to the bolster. You might notice the temperature of the air around you, or sounds, maybe cars driving outside, or your air conditioner or heater running. Deep breath in and out. So that's what it will look like for a body scan. I'll give you one more. So this is the third. And we're going to do a breathing exercise. So this is another way to be mindful, is a little bit closer attention to your breath. We're going to do this one in child's pose. You could do it seated, you could do it reclined. I just want to offer you a different way to experience your breath, because in child's pose, your belly is down on the mat. Now I'm going to use my bolster because it's a supported version of the pose. You do not have to do this, but if you have one, you can scoot it in between your knees, and you've got wide knees, heels together. And you can sink your hips back towards your heels and reach your arms out front. So the bolster here just gives you a little bit of something to rest on Makes it a little easier on your shoulders and your hips. But if you were to do child's pose without it, that's great too. So from here, you'll feel your belly against the floor or the bolster. Close your eyes down. Let's take a few deep breaths. Notice how it feels as your rib cage expands. And let's breathe in for 4 and out for 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the idea. So what we're doing there is bringing our mental focus into our breathing. That keeps us in the present moment. That's the mindfulness piece of it. And the fact that we're breathing in for a shorter amount of time than we're breathing out is also a way to relax your body, to kind of down regulate your amygdala. That's the fight or flight part of your brain. So that can help reduce stress and reduce anxiety. It's all the ways that we can connect our body and our mind together. That's kind of the overlap with mindfulness and yoga, is that mind and body connection. So I hope you'll try these. I know that they will be helpful if you can incorporate them into your more regular routines. I'd love to know which ones work best for you, and I hope to talk to you soon.